Saquon Barkley just saved the running back position. With a big ball. Over 2,000 rushing yards, finished top 3 in MVP voting, won the Super Bowl, and he's even on the cover of Madden 26, all in one season. And it wasn't that he just played great football, it's what his greatness challenged.
I ran through, buddy.
For the past decade, the NFL has treated running backs like they're replaceable.
They can't catch a damn break. These running backs cannot catch a break.
Weren't important anymore. Even laughable investments.
There is chaos, anarchy.
We're talking about some of the top players in the league.
Running back is the only position where you are.
But then, Saquon Barkley had his best season ever. And suddenly, everyone changed their minds.
Shut up, hush your mouth, can't you hear you talk too loud?
So how do we get here? How could one season from one player save an entire position? Well, first, you need to understand how the running back position almost died. There was a time when running backs were the offense.
Give to Berg, cut back over the middle of the 25 to the 20, breaks a tackle to the 15, stops, starts 10, touchdown Lions.
Walter Payton, Barry Sanders, LaDainian Tomlinson, these weren't just players, these were Hall of Famers. In the 1990s and 2000s, almost every team had a big-time back who can carry the ball 25 to 30 times a game.
Eddie George running into a crowd, emerging, 15-10. Lewis will not be denied.
Most people call it the golden era for running backs. 15 of the NFL's top 25 all-time rushers, they all played during this era. So, what happened? Well, the game changed. The NFL started throwing the ball more. A lot more. In 2001, teams passed the ball 54% of the time. By 2010, it jumped to over 55%. And in 2023, it's still rising. 33.7 pass attempts per game, compared to in 2001 at just 32.6. Teams didn't want workhorse running backs anymore. They wanted superstar quarterbacks and wide receivers they could throw to. From 2018 to 2023, 25 wide receivers were drafted in the first round, only 9 running backs. And by 2023, things hit rock bottom. Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, Tony Pollard, just to name a few, all stuck playing on one-year deals. No long contracts, no respect, and they didn't feel valued. It got so bad, they had to start a Zoom call just to talk about what to do next. The position wasn't just declining, it was dying. But what if one player didn't let that happen? In 2024, Saquon Barkley was 27 years old, the exact age where all the stats and analytics said running backs fall off a cliff.
He is going to fall off a cliff.
Running backs never lasted long in the NFL, but now, the numbers made it look worse than ever. Why pay a running back when you can just draft a younger, cheaper one every 3 years? Even the New York Giants didn't want him, the team that drafted him.
Saquon.
Yo, what's up?
You doing all right? The right thing to do is let you test the market and see what your value is.
The market didn't respect him, and even some fans said he was washed.
Saquon Barkley doesn't scare me one bit. I think he has been dramatically overrated. The difference between Barkley at this stage of his career and an average starter is small because he can't hammer away between the tackles. He can't establish the run. He can't move those chains. He is not the kind of player that is so transcendent that he can take over football games for you because that's not the way he's built.
But then, the Philadelphia Eagles gave him a chance, and it felt like it was a perfect fit. Plus, you got a brand new offensive line. Saquon had one of the biggest chips a running back could ever have on his shoulders headed into the 2024 season. Because the running back position was being treated the worst it has ever been treated. So Saquon didn't just run for yards, he ran like he had something to prove, not just for himself, but for every running back in football.
Barkley time?
Oh, it has to be.
Shout out my label, that's me. I'm in this bitch with TB.
I just pulled up me a A. Real nigga all in my face. 500 racks in my safe. 500 racks to the plug. What you know about showing love? What you know about pulling up? Ain't been the chug. Make these bitches fall in love. All of my niggas on go. None of my niggas no hoes. All of my niggas gon' smoke. All of my niggas together. We came from the bottom. We used to wear each other. None of my niggas gon' fold. Couple pussy niggas told. They ain't my niggas no more. Hold it down for the fold. In the line with the roll. All of my daughters for show. We won't fall out about shit.
You did a really good job of. They love the Cowboys.
I'm gonna stop you for a second. I'm gonna let the crowd take this one. You guys listen at home. They are saying, "Thank you, Giants."
I been getting faded, I'm sipping on maple. If she won't fuck, I won't make her. I don't like bitches, we'll make her. If she want titties, I pay for her. Get out of there when I wake her. I pass the bar, I don't lay her. I'm a big boss, I gotta say so. They'll wipe you down if I say so. Dracos on Dracos on Dracos on Dracos. Fathers on fathers on fathers. I just bought me some new water. With a nigga Katrina, shout out New Water. I made a promise my niggas gon' ball. Hard in the paint, change my name to John Wall. Getting out trees like a leaf in the fall. Find a new plug and we taking them all.
He broke tackles, he broke records, but most importantly, he broke the idea that running backs didn't matter anymore. Okay, yeah, that was a little bit corny, but stay with me. But Saquon wasn't the only running back succeeding. And what happened next changed everything. As Saquon dominated, other running backs stepped up too. Derrick Henry had a great year.
Henry with a stiff arm. Derrick Henry with a first down all the way inside. It's Henry. It's Henry for the touchdown.
Bijan Robinson showed greatness.
Big hole left side. Frankie attack to the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. Has the first down.
And Josh Jacobs had a career year.
Jacobs down 3. Jacobs with the roll. Jacobs into Bears territory. And again, he's gaining yards.
And suddenly, fans, analysts, and maybe NFL front offices started to change their minds. After the season, Derrick Henry got a contract extension, and Saquon, he also signed a contract extension. He signed a 2-year, $41.2 million deal with the Eagles, making him the highest paid running back in NFL history. Then came the 2025 NFL Draft, where 5 running backs were picked in the first 2 rounds, including 2 in the first round and 1 even going top 6.
Ashton Genty, running back, Boise State.
Teams were starting to value the position again, and even the stats started to show it. A whole 1 less pass attempt, which might not seem like a big deal, but in the NFL, that's a major shift. Because Saquon didn't just have a great season, he helped bring the running back position back to life. He reminded everyone why a special running back still matters. The running back position holds near and dear to my heart for multiple reasons. But for one of the main reasons is I grew up on running backs. I grew up in the golden era to be a running back, or at least the 2000s part. As a Steeler fan, my 2 favorite players of all time are running backs. Who's my favorite NFL player? All time, not current. Willie Parker or Jerome Bettis? I even have a Jerome Bettis stuffed animal bear. I used to see guys weekly on my TV like Jerome Bettis, LT, AP, Chris Johnson, Sean Alexander, Frank Gore, Cedric Benson, Jamal Lewis, Priest Holmes, Clinton Portis, Tiki Barber, Brian Westbrook, Mike Allstott, Reggie Bush, just to name a few, and I'm 100% forgetting some. But the point I'm trying to make, and the point of this video is, for the last decade in my opinion, the running back position has felt flat, flatter than it's ever been, especially comparing eras. But Saquon and the rest of the running backs in this 2024 season felt like just for a moment, they brought it back to where it should be, where running backs are important and are valuable to a team. And hopefully, in the future, like we saw with Saquon and Henry, they get paid like it too. The league hasn't completely shifted though. Not yet. It's still definitely quote-unquote a passing league. But the conversation definitely has changed, and that's because of Saquon Barkley. Maybe he didn't revive the position forever, but he definitely gave it a pulse. So, did Saquon Barkley save the running back position? Maybe not permanently, but in 2024, he reminded us what an elite running back can do for a team.
Touchdown from 68.
If the running back is dead era is really over, then 2024 might be the revival. What do you think? Is the running back position back, or is it just one last gasp? I guess we'll find out eventually. But as of right now, running backs are back.
I might take off on you,
establish the run. He can't move those chains. He is not the kind of player that is so transcendent that he can take over football games for you, because that's not the way he's built.